All right, hold on. I jumped on here before I got excited. All right, let's try this intro.
Oh, oh shit. Here you go. Here you
All
go.
right, this is Brochachos, where the topics are as diverse as the brothers' taste in coffee and just as likely to stir up a heated debate.
Hosted by three brothers, united by blood, divided by their choices of sports teams. Let's dive headfirst into chaotic soup of everyday life, parenting mishaps, and the uncharted waters of work and culture.
Tune in to
Yep.
laugh, cringe, and maybe even learn something between the jokes and jabs. So,
Yep. Welcome
uh,
back. Happy Father's Day, people.
happy. This is a special Father's Day episode, and if you're
Breaking one guy
keeping track
short.
with us and you can count, there's only two of us here, and that's because Dustin's gone MIA. He literally called me earlier today, and then now we can't get a hold of him. So
Yeah.
this one's for you, Dustin. Uh, we had one plan, and we may get into it, but for the bulk of this, Brandon and I are just going to be talking shit about people, as people are funny and people are stupid. And right now, we are just talking about a post that he had made on Facebook, and it
let's go
was
ahead and
about.
share that, brother.
All right, hold
If you
on.
can.
I can. Hold on.
uh,
Oh, share screen. What do I want to share? I want to share this guy. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I just had you pulled up. This is going to be fun.
yeah, this is gonna be
All
great.
right. All right. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we?
Oh, you
All right.
I think you went right. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the
Yeah, there we
post,
go.
right? He's just calling out that, you know, there's Mother and Father's Day, and there's like one Veterans Day, one Memorial Day, one Labor Day, and there are all of these, all of these days for the gays, not to mention an entire month in June. And some of these days
Well,
are
we get
actually,
let's be clear about it. It's not just it's not the gays.
no, they're all
It's
gay. No, they're all gay.
the
Look,
alphabet
hey,
mafia.
no, no, no. All right. Let's simplify this, right? We're going to simplify this
Okay.
because they can't seem to do it. If you're a lesbian, you're gay, right?
Yep.
What's LBG, right? You're bi,
Yeah.
you're
You're
gay.
gay.
You're gay, you're gay. He trans, if you transition from a man, all right, first of all, you can't transition. If you cut your penis off and get fake tits and you still sleep with men, you're gay.
You're gay.
If you are a man who cuts his penis off and gets fake tits and gets with
You're
somebody, gets with a female who turns her vagina right side out as a penis and cuts off
you're
her
gay.
boobs, you're gay. So it's just gay. All the day. And you,
It's
everyone
all
can call
gay.
me. It's all gay. You,
if you're
everyone is
putting
just gay,
if you're putting on
right?
a
That's
dress and a wig
right.
and you want to get porked in the
You're gay.
butt,
It doesn't.
you're
Let's.
gay.
I don't understand why we need all these different labels on everything, dude. Just you're gay. That's fine. No one gives a fuck. Like, and some of these are repetitive days. So July 7th, 11th to the 17th is non-binary awareness week. And then the 14th is International Non-Binary Day.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Why do you need 2 days? And then you have Bisexual Awareness Week and Bisexual Visibility Day. Why do we need to be aware, and also why do you need to be visible? No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
National Coming Out Day. No one gives a fuck. International Pronoun. These are all just made up. These are all made up within the last couple of years. So like,
Yeah.
fuck them all, right? But anyway, that's not
Yeah.
the point. The point is the comments, right? Here we go. Here we go. Well, I'm not even going to read it all because it's just fucking nonsense. She basically tells Brandon that he's committing hate and blah, blah, blah.
And I'm
And
ignorant.
our brother Dustin responded with all this, and I wouldn't even have responded with all that. I would have just went straight to here. That's the only thing that should have mattered, because
Yeah.
Who is this? Let's check her out. A straight white woman, straight white liberal women playing fucking the in between, playing the person. Hey, let's calm down, everyone. Right? Straight white men, straight white men take all the heat. Right? They're the only ones you could talk shit about right now.
Yeah.
Why aren't straight white women taking their share of shit talking? Because why do straight white men only have the privilege? Like
Yeah.
that's let's let's play a game.
As of 2020.
Okay. I want world population. 74, 745
745
million
million people.
are no are non-Hispanic or non-mixed white.
Mm,
And colonial countries. This is such a stupid fucking thing. Colonial countries. Every fucking country has colonized another fucking country. Every country has done
facts.
that. It's called fucking war and conquer. Everybody has been conquered by somebody. Period. Everybody has. It's fucking ridiculous that we say stupid shit like this. Okay, so there's billion, 8 billion people in the world. What is 10% of that? 10% of the world is white. Am I reading
Is
that
white.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Says
actually less than
representing
10%.
representing the
It's like,
most rare race on Earth,
yeah,
9.6%.
9.6% of the world is white. How
Yeah.
the fuck do we have white privilege? Tell me that.
That's a good
How,
that's a
how
good
can
question.
somebody say white people are the problem? They're 9.6 of the world's fucking population.
Yeah.
9.6. And when was this? This
This was
1 year ago.
taken,
This
yeah,
said 1 year ago,
last
right
year.
there, 1 year ago.
Yep.
So that means that 90% of the world is non-white, but 10% of the world has fucking privilege. That doesn't even make sense. And okay,
Well,
so all right,
oh,
so hold on.
this
Let's get into the weeds a little further. You ready? Because
ready.
it's only straight white men who get shitted on. So that means you're approximately, we just saw that other statistic. It's basically split in half, right? Men and
Hmm.
women. So we're going to split this in half. So
Well, actually, hold on.
9.6 in half, 9.6 in
Okay.
half is 4.8. So 4.8 of the fucking population you're shitting on and saying they have white privilege.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's fucking wild, dude.
and like and this argument right here is one of the is one of the biggest arguments that's trying to be pushed right now in regards to the the DEI initiative that is getting canceled throughout the states.
It's absolutely fucking
And
retarded. Because look, first of
and
all, when you go to Africa, 90% of the country's looking black. Where's
yeah,
their fucking integration? When you go to the Middle East, 100% of them are fucking Middle Eastern. Where's the integration in that? In China, 99.9999999, except for all the Muslims they're killing, is fucking Chinese.
yeah,
Why don't we go there and institute DEI,
yeah,
right? South America is full of fucking Brazilians and Argentinians and all fucking South Americans, right? They all speak Portuguese, Spanish, some sort of wild fucking language that we don't understand. Why aren't they
yeah,
worried about fucking integration? Why aren't they worried about diversity? The countries are countries because they have borders and they have an agreed upon moral standard.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it a country.
Yeah. And then when it comes down to jobs, they don't give a shit about the color of your skin. It's about whether or not you can actually do the job that you're applying for.
Yeah,
And
what
that
now we're talking about
person
something.
gets the
We're
job.
we're talking about something else. Fucking nobody
Well,
outside
it's
of the classical liberal believes in meritocracy. They so we've been taught, not we have, but they've been taught that capitalism is an evil thing because they only care about the dollar. You fuck. As they're making this comment on their $1,200 fucking iPhone that is made in China for dirt cheap by slaves and is powered by lithium ion batteries that are dug up and cobalt that are dug up in the fucking Congo by hand by slaves. And they're talking about capitalism is a fucking shitty thing. Like, no, you're contributing to capitalism, first of all. And if we're not capitalists, capitalism doesn't exist. Capitalism is a phrase coined by socialists because they needed something to fight against.
yeah,
We had free market trade. That is what our economic system was based on, free market trade. They coined it socialism in the 30s or 40s or whatever it was, maybe even before that, maybe the late 1800s. They coined it socialism because, or capitalism, because they needed something to revolt against in order to promote socialism.
yeah,
And now people are so fucking stupid that they believe that capitalism is our political system. And our political system and our economic system, yes, they run hand in hand, pours downstream, but our economic system isn't our political system, and our political system isn't our economic system because people are stupid on that too, because we're not a democracy. We're a
yeah,
constitutional republic. That means we have individual rights that we vote for somebody, a representative that goes up to our capital and represents us, not them. We have a
yep,
bottom up political system. Everyone else has a top down political system. That is why the United States is the greatest experiment to ever succeed. It's because we said we should govern ourselves and we select individuals who are going to go there and make sure we are good here. And
yep,
people don't fucking understand that. And then we go back to this white privilege thing. Why the fuck aren't white liberal women taking their fucking brunt of the load? Straight white liberal women. Why aren't they taking their brunt of the load? You know why? Because they're perpetuating all this shit. They're the fucking best friends of all the fucking queens out there reading fucking books to little kids. They're
mm-hmm,
promoting it. They're promoting it because they don't want to get shit on
yep,
because they're fucking terrified. They're
yep,
absolutely fucking terrified for the LGBTQ, we'll call them just the gays to come after them. Meanwhile, we're not fully white, but we're straight males and we're mostly white. And we're taking the fucking brunt because we're calling a spade a spade. It's like I'm not
yep,
being hateful. Just because my opinion doesn't align with you doesn't mean I'm hateful. I can respectfully think that your ideas are fucking stupid.
yep. And that's called freedom.
Oh, that's a whole nother story. We're not actually
Well,
free.
yeah, but well, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, that's slowly but surely fucking getting taken away from us too, man. All this fucking ridiculous nonsense going on with trying to say it's against the law to say anything in regards to what's going on in Israel. Like
Yeah,
they're
if
trying to
you
fuck
say
they're trying to pass an anti Semitic bill right now so that we can't fucking talk about that shit
yeah, which is a
because
weird thing
because
because a Semite and a Jew are two different fucking cultures.
yeah,
Yeah.
but still, like they're trying to fucking pass that bill because uh Israel's doing Israel's fucking going overboard with this shit right now, bro. Like, the Netanyahu is like they're bringing back old school fucking catapults and shit, dude. They're fucking flinging balls of fire at these Palestinians now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You
This
see
shit's
that
getting out of
fucking
control.
trebuchet? That's actually pretty fucking
Yeah,
cool. I mean,
It was
bro,
pretty cool, but
bro,
damn.
bro, how fucking that is some medieval. Like, all right, you want to fucking jump on little what do they call them? The things that they use on October 7th, the little hang glider things. Like, all right, you want to use hang gliders? We're gonna use
Paragliders.
a fucking trebuchet. All right, hey, look, Oxford Dictionary. This is what a Semite is. A Semite is a member of the people who speak or spoke a Semitic language, including, in particular, the Jews and Arabs.
Yeah,
So being
sure.
anti-Semite. So right now, so Arabs, right? Arabs, what is their religion? Fucking Muslim,
Muslim.
right? They're from Islam. So the Jews are committing anti-Semitism while Hamas is committing anti-Semitism. They're both
Yeah,
committing anti-Semitism against one another.
yeah.
It's yeah. So there was
But
Greek, there was late Latin, modern Latin, Semita, and then Semite. From modern Latin Semita via late Latin from Greek Shem or Shem, son of Noah in the Bible. So
mhm.
I mean, of course, it goes to the Bible. So the son of Noah, Shem, his people were called Semites. So
Uh-huh.
to be anti-Semitic is being against the son of
The
Noah.
yeah.
So the fact that that's something I don't even want to talk about that because we'll get way deep in the weeds about fucking religion. Anywho, any fucking who. But that's, I mean, if I was going to go to war, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, I really want to punish these guys. What can we do? Like, hey, dude, like, you know that trebuchet that we have, back at the IDF, like base, bro. We should just set 50-gallon drums on that thing and send it over the wall. And they're like, yeah, yeah, let's fucking. We've been fighting this holy war for a really long time. Why not take it
Might as
back to
well,
day one?
right? Might as well
Yeah.
bring out the old school artillery.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Let's do some throwback.
Yeah, no shit. That dude, that's
Literally.
fucking wild. That's throwback. I get it. I get it. That's pretty fucking funny. That was a good one.
Why not throw a dad joke out there on Father's Day?
On Father's Day. All right. Let's get off this real quick. I mean,
Right.
to all the gays out there, I don't care what letter of the alphabet mafia you consider yourself, you're gay. If we could just all find common ground and say, if you're gay, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, because we
Except
don't.
we don't. Except for we can try to fuck with the kids. And I don't know why the
Period.
kids are so fucking important to you, but you should stop because uh you don't want that smoke. Like they don't want that revolution. Like
No.
it's not going to be a good one. It's really not
Yeah.
going to be a good one. And no one wants it, really. No one
No.
wants it. No one wants it
No.
because we have a moral, virtuous compass that points north. You don't want it because you would get fucking crushed.
Yeah.
And the
You talk
world
you
doesn't
talk all
want,
that shit about being a minority. Well, you're really going to
yeah,
be a minority if you don't stop.
yeah. And like, and not only would you get crushed, you're just not ready for it. You're
Yeah.
absolutely not ready for it. You might have people, pandering to you, but especially this month where everyone changes their fucking logo and puts the pride flag on it. In the same stroke that you fucking hate capitalism, when they throw up their fucking pride flags on their logos, you run and buy their products, which is it hurts my brain, first of all.
Yeah.
Like, Walmart. Walmart's in everywhere. Walmart's everywhere, at least in the United States.
Yeah.
And right now, probably next week, right? We'll call it probably next Monday. They're going to take down all your shit and they're going to put up this guy, the
Damn
American
right.
flag, Old Glory, red, white, and blue. You know why? They don't give a fuck about your cause. They have
Damn right.
bills to pay and profits to make and stakeholders to satisfy. So in 2 weeks, they're going to be trying to get us to spend our money there. So
Yeah.
if you just stop fucking with the kids and keep your goddamn freaking drag queen story hour to the old folks home or something, and stop shaking your ass on the streets, we could all get along. Because
Yeah.
before all this was like prevalent, we all pretty much got along. But anyway,
Yeah. Go back
happy
into your
Father's Day.
nightclubs and shit. Where
Yeah.
yeah.
The queer loop.
Where
There's
they
a very good queer loop in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dude, you can go down there and you have like 4 or 5 different clubs that you can go fucking hop around at and have a good time.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
tricked to go in there. It you know, it happens, bro. It happens.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. You're
So
not the only one.
I know, bro. I had no idea. All right, let's tell stories.
uh
So in Vegas, down off of
down on the strip.
yeah, but it's Paradise and what? Is it
You,
Paradise?
you
It's
talk
Paradise.
you talking about the show?
No, I'm talking about the queer loop.
Oh,
The,
I haven't I haven't experienced that one.
fuck, you just said you did. You
I thought you were
the free
oh
zone.
no, I the what?
The free zone.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I have
Yeah,
not been
so
there, but yeah.
okay, so at the end of Paradise, there's Piranha, there's Free Zone, and there's another one. So it's
Uh-huh.
3 gay clubs. They call it the Fruit
Oh,
Loop
okay.
or the Queer Loop. And we have a friend whose name is Solange, who was a lesbian. And we went to her birthday party. It was at the Free Zone. And I knew it was the Queer Loop because I knew it was a
Oh
Queer
yeah,
Loop.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm in there and there's fucking tons of topless chicks in there. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I'll come here all the time. I don't need to hit on them. I'm getting hit on by dudes. I'm like, no, thanks, but cool, I'll take the drink. And there's all these women with topless women. And I don't remember who said it to me, but they're like, hey, most of these are men. And I was like, no, I will never come here ever again. They tried to trick me. They tricked me, and it worked. And I,
uh,
I'm I'm wearing I'm wearing that scar still. But anyway, like, but I didn't give a fuck, right? Like,
no.
because
It was a good
we were
time.
in a we were in a
It was a good
nightclub.
time.
Yeah, we were in a nightclub at 2 o'clock in the morning where that weird shit belongs. That weird shit does
Yeah.
not belong in school, and that weird shit does not belong on fucking Main Street. That's like
No.
the last 2 places that it belongs.
Yeah.
But anyway, happy Father's Day. So let's talk about fucking being a dad,
Happy
dude.
Father's Day. Fuck yeah.
Let's talk about fucking being a dad. I think being a dad is the fucking coolest thing I've ever done in my life. And
Damn right.
I'm grateful for Bianca for making me a dad, even though she doesn't ever call or text or respond to my texts. It is what it is. Thanks, babe. Hope you listen. I love you. Being a dad is fucking
uh,
hard, dude. Being a dad's hard. And being a mom is harder, but being a dad is hard too because we're not as emotional. We're not as emotional as our wives or the mother of our children. And sometimes it seems like we're being a bit harsh, but it's because we're trying to build that next generation of men and women at
and
that
women. Yep.
that understand that to call out a spade. You know, what's happening right now in the world is they're realizing that the free range parenting, the everyone gets a trophy parent, that experiment did not work. There's a book about it called Do Hard Things, and in this book they talk about the self esteem culture in the like the late or the mid 90s to like the early 2000s. And what they found was is that these kids that were fed high self esteem had a hard time dealing with um, adversity, and that's the role of the dad. The role of the dad is to be able to prepare their kids for adversity, and it's the mother's job to show them. Samantha just sent me a thing, and let me read it real quick because I'm going to butcher it or I'm going to get the drugs wrong. And by drugs, I mean the drugs your body produces naturally. I'm not talking about like real drugs. So children get their peak oxytocin from playing with their dads, and their peak oxytocin from cuddling with their moms. So we teach our kids how to overcome adversity, right? I mean, dad didn't really roughhouse with us. We definitely fucking roughhoused each other. You know,
Yeah,
we
the fuck
beat
we
the
did.
shit out of each other as kids, dude.
Between each other and our cousins.
Oh my goodness. So our Auntie Gina used to have this fucking garage, and in this garage there was carpet and foam under the carpet. So dude,
And
we would go
lots and lots of foreign objects.
dude, we had fucking Royal Rumble matches every time we went over there. Somebody always got hurt. So, but that releases,
Usually Keenan.
yeah, Keenan got beat on the most, Uh how many sweet chin musics is that kid taking? Holy hell. So,
uh,
but moms have their roles and dads have their roles, and they can cross, but normally parents should stay pretty vigilant in their roles, right? Sometimes there's a little overboard, obviously, on both parts. I'm guilty of that, of being sometimes too adversarial, and not enough compassionate. But
compassionate, yeah.
but that's something
It's
that
not. It's
you're not.
developed over time.
Yeah, we weren't born parents, and
No.
our parents are still trying to figure it out, and they're fucking, they have 0 kids living in the house. So
Yeah.
none of us were none of us were you kind of just made a parent. You're not born into that role. You got to kind of figure that shit out. And
Yeah.
people who have parents who've had figured it out, good for you guys and fuck off. But some of us had to learn the hard way, and that's fine. But
Yeah. Or
we
going at it solo.
yeah, that sucks too. And that's one of the
Yeah.
biggest contributors to what's going on in our society is uh having broken homes, or not
Yeah.
necessarily broken homes, but single parent homes.
Single parent
And
homes. Yeah.
there's a lot of science to go behind single parent home, to include, and I'm not just saying this because we're a dude and it's Father's Days, but there is empirical evidence that shows that a child that grows up in the father's home versus growing up in a single parent mother home, the single parent father home is just as likely to succeed as if there was a two parent home.
Yep.
That's fucking huge, considering that a large part of this population is a single mother home, and a large population of, say, minorities and our prison and people who commit crimes and all these people who do all the bad things. It's well over 50% of these individuals are in a single parent mother home,
Or
and
have come from.
or have come from,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we get this term thrown around, toxic masculinity. Let me tell you where that term came from. That term came from prison, and it came
Mm-hmm.
from psychologists trying to understand why inmates attacked each other, and they labeled them toxic masculinity. And then mainstream psychologists got a hold of it and they started using it for the layman. Well, the prison doctors should never have used the term either, because masculinity is neither, it cannot be toxic. Any
No.
trait, any trait like that cannot, inherent trait, right? There's men, there's women, there's masculine, there's feminine. Any inherent trait like that cannot be toxic. You make
Yep.
it toxic, right? And the lack of people who show the proper masculine energy, the lack of them produces toxic individuals. So toxic masculinity isn't a masculine man who's toxic. Toxic masculinity is masculinity that is not there.
Yeah.
like they're it's absent masculinity. That's what it should be called. They're absent masculinity, because a man presides, protects, and provides. That is what the masculine energy is. Like it, and really, you can't even like boil it down to what is a man, right? Because that's kind of fucking stupid. Because then it just becomes a costume that anyone could put on, and right, we're already living in that world where men
Yeah.
think they could be women, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't be a woman. Like one of the main components to being a woman is having a womb and being able to produce children,
Procreation,
procreation,
which is
and
mentioned in that post.
it's not just that, dude. That is nature. Even though NBC or
But
whatever it is,
it's
Peacock's
biology.
trying. It is biology, and Peacock right now is doing their best effort to make it seem like nature is gay when it's not. There are
Yeah.
animals in nature who have same sex intercourse, but they're fucking dumb. They're dumb animals. Their job is to eat, sleep, and fuck.
Yep.
That's their thing, right? That's their thing. So, like, if we're gonna base our entire thing off of the five fucking animals that Peacock can find that have same sex intercourse, is like absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's so stupid. In order for a species to thrive, to have to live, really, in order for a species to live, there has to be some sort of procreation process. That
Yep.
process is a man and a woman in intercourse, right? Yes, you can have fucking IVF and do all these things and pretend to do this and pretend to do that, but the natural way for a species to carry on and evolve and do all these things is through natural selection.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Darwinism. I'm not fucking making this thing all religious. I'm just saying facts are facts. And
Yeah.
and we have to do our part. Part of our part
Yeah.
is making sure that these individuals that we're bringing up in the world, right? Because you don't raise children, you raise cattle, you raise crops, you rear children, right? You educate them, you learn them, you try to help them become a better adult, a contributor. I hate to use the phrase contribute to society because they should really
But
be
it's the facts, though.
contributing. It is, but they should be really contributing to their tribe, right? My tribe in
Oh,
my
yeah.
house, everyone
Yeah.
contributes. Scarlett slacks off a bit, but she's
Contributing to the
16.
legacy of the family.
Yeah, but you get to that point where they're like 15, 16, 17. They really don't give a fuck, right? They're kind of
Yeah.
confused, trying to find their own way. But eventually they figure it out if you're vigilant with what you want them to learn, right?
Yeah.
You know, outside of, being lazy because she's 16, Scarlett's fairly responsible. She drives up to Cedar City. She drove down to Vegas last weekend by herself. She does all the right things. It's just there's a lack of give a fuck behind the effort, but that'll come, right? As long as we as parents, Samantha and I, stay vigilant and like, hey, dude, you're doing great. You should pick it up here, and not doing the fucking self-esteem. Here's a trophy for, you know, putting your socks on kind of thing, which is
Yeah.
really that's the culture that we that came shortly after us. After we got out of what Pee Wee football, I'd say that during when I was in high school, that's about when the everyone gets a trophy culture
The
started coming around.
contribution shit started. Yeah. Contribution trophies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
What a
fucking weird.
fucking joke. What a
But
fucking joke. There's first, second, and third place. Period. Or period. And if you take home second or third place, hey, guess what? You're still a fucking loser. Shit.
that I mean, statistically, that's I
That's
mean
the
that's a
facts
real
of
thing.
life.
That's yeah.
I mean, damn. I mean, yeah, we got gold, silver, and bronze, but hey, if you ain't holding that gold at the end, hey, guess what? You're still a fucking loser.
Yeah.
But good job. Great
No,
fucking
yeah.
job.
I mean, yes and no.
But
Yes and no. I mean, because it's like, how deep is the field? If you're talking about there's four places and you place third, that's like if there's four people in your event and you place third, that's like nah. But if there's like 104 and you place third, that's you beat
oh yeah,
a
it's great.
you
It's
beat
great.
100 people. But
Yeah.
that we went from that is what really started the EI initiative, right? Because we go from meritocracy to EEI, and right now we're going back to meritocracy because we're seeing the failures of uneducated people. and those people are
Mm-hmm.
uneducated because, I mean, the bar is not high right now. The bar is
No.
not high. And we as parents should be elevating that bar. And we're about the same age. Even though you don't think you are, you're a millennial.
Yeah.
You're not,
No, I know.
yeah, you're not a Gen
Unfortunately.
Xer. Yeah, you're not a Gen Xer.
Unfortunately.
We're elder millennials. So
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up in the time where you still, it was, we went outside and played till the street lights came on. And then if we didn't come home, we got our ass beat. We didn't have phones. We didn't have, I mean, when I was in high school, we had
Drinking
pagers,
out the
but that
water
was,
hose.
yeah, drinking out the water hose, things like that, things that like built character.
Yeah.
And that's what we're not doing anymore. We're not building character. We're wondering, we're too focused on, which we should be, because there is a lot of mental health awareness that we weren't really privy to, but we've gone
Yeah.
so far away from uh, as elevating from challenges that we're just like, we're giving them the next step
Yeah.
without without the trial.
Yeah.
There, it's just, all right, here you go, move on, here you go, move on. You
Yeah.
don't have to do anything. You could sit in a classroom right now. You could sit in a classroom, you not take a single test, not turn in a single assignment, not do anything for 4 years, and they'll hand you a diploma.
And you'll still be able to run for public office. And and look at where we're at now
Yeah, and
because of that fucking bar being set so low. We got
but
all
that's our
these
job.
uneducated morons.
But that's our job as our generation, is to raise our kids in the generation of the counter revolution to that, because every
Yeah.
every generation has a counter, generational revelation or revolution. Right now the culture is, shit on straight white men, DEI, inclusivity, blah blah blah, all these things, diversity, blah blah blah, all these things. That's the current culture.
Yeah.
The kids in high school, the freshmen in college, the kids in high school, and even younger right now, the counterculture to that is, no, I want to succeed based on my merit, not on whether or not I have, you know, back in the day they called them octoroons because they were 1/16 black, right? So like they're praising that right now, and the kids are understanding like, hey dude, that's pretty retarded, that if I can claim to be this but I'm not really, and we're playing this fucking word games and all this literature things, but I want to actually do my job. And that's the culture that we're running into right now, is the college kids, the college men, the men that are going to college, and most of them are opting out, and the high school kids right now, their culture is the culture that we grew up when we were in high school and when we were, early young adults. Is they're beating the shit out of each other, they're making each other fucking hard as shit, and they're succeeding based on their merit, not by handouts. And
Yep.
that is, not even talking about our country. I'm just saying culturally,
Mm-hmm.
culturally, that's how you succeed as a culture, as a tribe. The reason I talk about tribe a lot is because in society, you're supposed to accept someone, right? Like
Yeah.
we're supposed to accept all these major changes without any contribution from them. In a tribe, in a tribe, you could be who you want to be, but if you don't have the moral compass or the virtuous compass of that said tribe, and you don't contribute, you're not part of the tribe.
Yeah.
You're pushed out, and go find somebody who is like your shit or like our shit. That's it. That's the only two options. Go find somebody else to like your shit or like our shit. And
Yeah.
right now we're so focused on, I just want everyone to love me. That's what the people in America are right now. I just want everyone to
Yeah.
love me.
Being
Like,
being tolerant.
yeah.
And this is something that I heard, and I've been pretty much living my life by since I heard it. And it's tolerant of the intolerable creates chaos.
And and the way to get new order is to create as much chaos as possible, because from chaos comes order. That is the cycle of life, right? You have this chaotic culture that always gets
Mm-hmm.
wheeled in. It always does. And what they're doing is they're creating enough chaos in our culture right now to come in and say, I can fix it, but you have to do this. You have to give up your individualism in order for me to fix this problem. When
Yeah.
if people looked at it like that rather than the savior complex that Malcolm X tried to warn everybody about, if people looked at it like that, like I caused the problem. I caused the problem, not you guys, not the individuals. We caused the problem, and we are going to offer the solution.
Yeah.
The solution is you have to give up your individualism in order for us to fix the problem. And so far, since to this day, we've accepted that.
Yep.
Everyone knows the problem comes from top down. And
Yeah.
we're so far removed from the birth of this country that we don't understand that is a bottom up system, you know,
Yep.
and that falls on the shoulders of parents, because
Yep.
for the last, I don't know how long the Department of Education has been around, or like standardized schools, but that's where we lost it. We lost it in
Yeah.
the schools.
Yeah.
And
Well,
in
it's
communism, they believe the first thing they take is the guns. And it's not. The first
not.
thing they take is the individualism of the children. Because once
Mm-hmm.
you get the children to turn against the parents, you'll never get them back. And right now,
It,
we've lost our children. Not we, but I'm saying we in general
yeah.
as a
And,
country. We've lost
and
our,
it's not and it's not just the children. It's the young boys. Because the backbone
yeah,
of a strong society is men. Strong strong men. You take away the strong men, and the and it all starts to trickle down after that.
yeah. And that goes back to tribalism, right? Because
Yeah.
if you have a different tribe than I have, right? And but we're both stacked with like well-bodied men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Protectors. You
Yep.
train, we train, we do training together. But I respect your tribe and you respect my tribe because we know at any moment we could take each other out.
Yeah.
And then we have a third tribe over here and a fourth tribe and a tribe and a tribe and a tribe over there, right? So we have all these surrounding tribes and we're all mutually understanding that we could fuck each other up, but we don't,
Mm-hmm.
because we have mutual respect. And that all comes from the protectors, right? And,
Yep.
you know, we, we do live in a different time. We do live in a different time where women can protect, but they can't protect like a man can.
No.
And you're just talking like physical comparability where it's just not even
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
Like it
Physically.
takes way more women to amount to a man than it, vice versa.
Yeah.
But it's just in nature. I guess not in all nature, because some of the nature, the female is the fucking wild one. But you know, for mating rights, dudes are fucking crazy. You know,
Yeah.
uh, a freaking a deer in season, a buck, dude, they're fucking dangerous. They kill
Mm-hmm.
each other. They're fucking
Yeah.
gnarly, bro. Lions, any fucking male animal during mating season, holy fuck, dude, they are
Yeah.
vicious.
You don't
Like,
want to fucking be around them.
yeah, dude, like people, like peacock should be focusing on that, like how fucking berserk animals are when during mating
Yeah.
season. That I would watch that shit, but we
Yeah. I
don't.
mean,
Right?
they dedicate a whole week of it to fucking sharks.
Yeah, but they show some really retarded shit. They haven't shown anything good on Shark Week since they freaking first came out.
Yeah.
It's all the same
I
regurgitated shit. Like, well, we're
yeah.
trying to find the great white shark, blah 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 blah. And they
How,
never fucking
however,
find it.
them sharks during mating season though, Yo.
Yeah, they're fucking wild, bro. They're vicious. They're
Fucking A.
vicious. They're
Yeah.
yeah, and dude, and like,
Especially the fucking females. Oh my God.
well, yeah, they're fucking batshit crazy, and that's in
Yeah.
every animal. Sorry,
Anyways, what were you gonna say?
fucking forgot. I lost it. But fact of the matter is that we don't have to lead the way we were led before all the conveniences in our life, right? We can
Yeah.
lead a different way because death isn't an option every single day.
No.
We're in a time where we don't have to worry about death unless we're doing something stupid, or we're not taking care of our bodies, or something very minuscule we don't have to think about anymore, right? Like,
Yeah.
we don't have to really consider death until our 70s, our late 70s is really like, if you take care of your body, you don't have to think about death until 70s.
Yeah.
You know, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, bro, if you got a scrape on your knee and it got infected, you're fucked.
You're fucked. Yeah.
You know, you catch
It's
a
either your leg or your life, man.
yeah, you catch a musket ball and a fucking vital organ, you're done.
Yeah.
You're fucking done. They had to worry about that shit. So there was a different level of protection needed, right? That
Yeah.
has made us soft. Us as men, it's
Yeah.
made us soft. And
Oh,
there's no really, except if you go out and search for it. And I'm not talking about go out and start street fights. I'm talking about, competing in some sort of contact sport, or doing jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, things like contact. If you want to know yourself and know your limits, and know what kind of person you can become, you should do something that involves the amount of stress that they faced 300 years ago, you know,
mm-hmm.
and because we have to artificially do that now because it's not part of our everyday life, and it's made us
Yeah.
very, 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 very soft.
Yeah.
And us as men and fathers, and we're supposed to be leaders, we should be able to stay calm under pressure. That's one of the biggest, uh, I believe, one of the biggest incentives of being a man is being
Yeah.
calm under pressure. Because, and I'll take it, I fought for 5 years. And every single time I stepped in the octagon, I was fucking terrified, but I was able to control it enough to where I could compete. I didn't win them all, but I could have, and
Yeah.
I got to the end where I was absolutely fucking, I was 100% in control of my emotions, right? And there's a thing called IQ and EQ. A lot of people who are smart, who like have high level of like degrees and MBAs and things
Intelligence.
like that, but no,
Yeah.
that doesn't. The amount of letters behind your name doesn't equate to your IQ level. There's a very
Yeah.
fucking hilarious Instagram video that just shoots that. There's a fucking army guy who joined the military after high school, and like four
I
people
seen
who
this
have
video.
like PhDs and shit like that. The fucking
And he
lady
ate
who
all
thought,
four of them alive.
yeah, the lady who thought she was the fucking smartest was actually the dumbest in the room.
Yes,
And she
she
had the most
was.
letters behind the name.
Yep,
That
she
doesn't
sure
equate
did.
to IQ, but there is EQ. And men and women's EQ is on a different scale, completely different scale. Women are more in touch with their emotion, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
the more in touch they are with their emotion, the higher their EQ is. Men, on the other hand, the more they have control over their emotions, the higher their EQ is. And that's where we go back to this toxic masculinity thing. When a man is expressing his emotions on a like a batshit crazy level, where if this was a woman, you would think, what the fuck? You know,
Mm.
but we're not teaching boys how to control, not suppress. I'm not talking about suppressing your emotions. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
controlling
displaying it in a way that
it.
is,
Intellect or not intellectual. Yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
you know what I'm saying? Like displaying it in a way that is not that
Confrontational.
confrontational, non-confrontational expression of your emotions
Yeah,
is
there
is
you go.
what I'm trying to get at. And I for a long time I struggle with this, and I still struggle with it today because I was in terrible relationships where I didn't have control of my emotions. So, and that's probably Samantha and I's biggest issue between us is sometimes I just don't show emotion because my mind goes back to that place where um I didn't have control of my emotions. Like, I don't want to do that. That's stupid. So I'd rather say nothing than, maybe say the wrong thing. And then I address it later and, we end up working it out later. And I'm getting better. But we, as men and boys and leaders, should be able to make decisions under pressure without being confrontational and without expressing emotions without control.
Yeah.
And we've
Having a level
lost that.
head.
Yeah, having a level head. And again, I'm not talking about suppressing emotions. I'm not condoning that at all, because that's how you get fucking, ridiculous. That's
That's how
how you
you
get
get Jeffrey
fucking that.
Dahmer. Oh.
Yeah, that's I was trying to say it without saying it. That's how you get fucking psychopaths, right? Is
Uh,
people who just sit on their emotions, right? Most of the time, that's how you get school shooters. Is they don't display emotion, they just swallow it until they can't swallow it anymore. Then they have a massive outburst because they don't know how to control it.
yeah.
Or you have, the loud guy who's always trying to get to a fight. That guy has just as uh doesn't have any control over his emotions just as much as the guy who swallows it all.
Yeah.
Like, the guy who's always like the guy you should be worried about is the guy who looks like he doesn't give a fuck. Like,
Yep.
that's the guy you should worry about. Not talking about like in a mass fucking shooting situation, because you can really fucking see those guys a mile away, honestly.
Yeah.
And even the guys who are gonna act out instantaneously, you can see those guys too. They're both meekly, they're both cowardly, they don't carry themselves with a lot of confidence. Those guys are, and those guys can be saved, and that culture can be saved if men,
yeah.
you know, if men act how men are supposed to act, and men are supposed to act in a way that is, they have courage, they have confidence, but they're not cocky and they're not fucking assholes about it.
Yeah.
Like, people think that I look like an asshole. I have the men's resting bitch face. People just want to fight me just because. It was like one of my biggest problems in Vegas is people always thought I was dirty. Even a couple weeks ago, dude, there's a couple of people that we don't really care for in the barrel racing industry up here. So, and I'm laser focused in on my girls. This guy comes running by me who is dating a girl that the girls don't really care about. And he ran to his girlfriend who was like, Corey was looking at me all wrong and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, and then our friend who was an acquaintance with this girl was like, I guarantee you that's Corey just being Corey. I guarantee you he doesn't even know who the fuck that's this dude is. And I didn't. And I
Yeah.
was like, but he was so insecure and had zero control over his emotions that, one, he couldn't come up and ask me if I had a problem, and two, he ran to his girlfriend to say that he thought that I had a problem because he had
Yeah.
zero control over his emotions. That's not a guy
Yeah.
who's going to swallow it until he can't anymore. That's a guy who acted out immediately and ran to his girlfriend.
Mm. Well, here's a good one. Here's a good one. And this is another one I've heard. Bad times create strong men.
Yep.
Strong men create peaceful times. Peaceful times create weak men.
Yeah.
Weak men bring hard times.
Yeah. That's old as fuck, bro. You just saw that.
Oh no,
I
I've
keep forgetting that you're new to the right. Ah, have you have you read the fucking Chinese proverb that a man should plant trees in which the shade he will never know?
I have heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too. And that's what we're not doing. We're not planting trees. Actually,
No.
we are planting trees, but we're trying to sit in the shade in it right now. We're not planting trees for our future generation to sit under and be protected from all this bullshit. I have a
No.
saying, I've yet to hear anyone else say this. I've only heard one other person say this, and it was 2 months after I wrote it down. If you change the man, you change the home. You change the home, you change the community. You change the community, you change the city. You change the city, you change the state, you change the state, you change the country, you change the country, you change the world.
Bam.
That is how it goes. And people know that. That is why they're
Yeah.
focused on changing the man, right? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
if you think about what's going on right now, like we'll go back to the gay community. We're not seeing women dressed as men going and reading books to children. We're not seeing women dressed as men shaking their asses in front of kids. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing the opposite. We're seeing men dressed as women as a caricature reading books to children about sodomy and homosexuality. We're seeing men dressed as women or just who think they're women shaking their
Mm-hmm.
ass in their private genitalia in front of kids. We're not
Yep.
seeing the opposite. We are seeing men do these things because they are attacking the man. Because if you change the man, you change the home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're focused on. They're focused on changing the home. And so far, they've done a pretty good fucking job.
Yeah. I mean,
The only
our the birth rates in our country are the lowest it's ever been because of all this.
the birth rates across the world are going down because this
Oh
isn't
yeah.
just this
Well,
isn't
no,
just
it's not.
a
It's not the.
United
It's not
States
the. It's
problem.
not. It's not. It's not around the world. It's just in the countries that
No,
have
no.
this This
Yeah.
specific problem.
Yeah. It's the one world government countries.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are having problems. And it's
Yeah.
because, you know, that they have this theory of depopulation because they think the world is overpopulated, which
Yeah.
the entire population of the world, I believe it's Alaska or Texas. They could fit, we'd be on top of each other, but I believe every family would have a quarter acre or something like that.
Wow.
And the entire world.
Wow.
So it's
Just
it's it's ridiculous that we think that. And and then we go
yeah.
to I mean,
Well.
we can climb into the climate change fucking bubble another day, but because we're almost at an hour here. Um
Yeah.
so
But
but
the
yeah,
bullshit
dude,
that they're peddling in regards to overpopulation of the world is bullshit.
yeah, it is.
It's
And
bullshit.
and again, their main goal is to take strong men. That's why straight white men are the target here in this country, is because, there was there's a meme on Instagram that said that it's like 90% of the firemen in this country are straight white men, and we need to change that. And then there's a comment that says, and she's like, oh my God. And then she's like, and it says, squints her eyes and says, 90% of our fire department is 90% of white men who are willing to run into a burning building to save you. Huh.
Huh.
Yeah.
How
It was like,
about that? Huh?
it was
How
weird.
about that?
Yeah. But anyway,
Like,
all
dude.
right. But
Like,
long story short, we need to
no
step up
bullshit.
as men.
If I was to get shot tomorrow, I'd much rather a fucking big manly fucking man pull my ass off a battlefield than see some fucking teeny tiny ass girl struggle to fucking pull my ass to safety.
Well, if that was a teeny ass girl, you wouldn't get pulled to safety. So
Well,
that's just
hence why I said try.
physics. Yeah.
Hence why I said
So,
try.
all right, we don't have Dustin here. So, okay, to end on that, men step up. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's just the absence of masculinity that is toxic. The alphabet mafia, you're all just gay. Just if we could just agree on one thing, just agree that you're all gay. And stop dancing in front of kids. That's
Bam.
that's the breakdown of this whole episode.
Yeah.
And because we don't have Dustin here, I think
Well,
we're gonna do like a toss. Do you have questions?
no, actually, this was something. Well, you don't really watch wrestling too much anymore, but
I,
like, yeah,
dude, I haven't. I
Me and
honestly
Dustin,
haven't watched it since we were kids.
oh my god, yeah, and well, it's actually so. Uh, I highly recommend like trying sometime to just check it out because bro, your boy
No.
is killing it in the COO position, man. In
Is he?
regards to, yeah,
I
dude.
did.
So, dude,
I just can't watch it.
Triple H is fucking killing it, dude.
It's too much of an opera now.
Well,
I liked it when it was
and
just
that's what
wrestling.
he and that's why that's what he's doing. He's taking it back to just wrestling, dude.
Oh, maybe
And
I'll give it a
it's
shot.
it's been very entertaining. Like they just had their clash at the castle yesterday over in Scotland, and
Nice.
yeah, it was a pretty good banger, man. And
All right.
the
All right. All right. I have
yeah,
2 questions that I can think of right now.
yeah,
All right, let's
okay,
play 3 questions. Three
do it.
questions, 3 minutes. Tekken or Street Fighter?
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you do that to me, brother? Oh shit. Oh damn, that's a tough one right there. Oh, uh, damn. I'm gonna have to go Street Fighter because Street Fighter's still fucking keeping it alive right now. I haven't seen. I haven't. If Tekken's still around, if Tekken's still doing making games, I haven't played one in a long time.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say I definitely like the older Tekkens. Or I mean
Yeah.
the newer Tekkens, but I like the older Street Fighters.
Okay. I can dig that.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? It's for
Yeah.
number two. Peak WWF or peak WCW?
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, I wish
Damn.
Dustin was here. These are good fucking ones, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
Oh, oh, damn. Oh, damn. I don't like you for this one right now, brother. Oh shit. Uh, damn. Yeah, yeah. Peak, peak WWF,
I was gonna
peak
say the same.
WWF.
Raw is war, bro.
Yeah,
That
Raw's War. That's
when
what
they
it
went through
was.
the Attitude Era, it was they.
It was over.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that lineup, dude, was just yeah, yeah. It was killer. It was killer.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Don't say Leonardo because I know you want to. If you were a Ninja Turtle, which one would you be? Hold on. Hold on. All right. All right. I'll let you say Leonardo if you want. But we're both going to say who we are, and we're going to say who we think the other one is.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Uh damn. Uh all right. Damn. That's a good one. uh yeah. All right. Shit. Yeah. I'm a damn Ninja Turtles, man. Shit. Well, now that I'm grown up, more gonna have to go with Raphael because Raphael's attitude is just yeah. I mean, yeah, Leonardo's got the more level head in regards to leadership, but Raphael, dude, when it comes to leadership and getting shit done, dude, yeah.
I respect that. That is not where I thought you were going to go, but I respect that 100%. I'm going to say I was Raphael in my 20s. Being
Yeah,
in my late 30s and being the things that I'm doing now, I'm very Leonardo ish. Not
yeah,
there yet, but I think I'm getting there.
yeah.
All right. If I had to, I honestly, I was going to say Donatello before, but now that you said Raphael, I'm going to have to agree with that because I like that for you. I really do like that for you. For real,
uh
dude.
yeah. Uh yeah, yeah. You yeah, more of the Donatello. Cause you gotta your brain is a little fucking large.
I can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that.
uh yeah, but yeah, definitely in the early 20s growing up. Yeah, definitely more Raphael.
No, fucking for sure, dude. I ain't ever been a Michelangelo, and I for sure was nowhere close to being fucking Leonardo as a kid or young adult. Well,
Yeah,
that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. I would
yeah,
apologize for offending anyone if I did, but I'm not sorry. So
yeah,
we should be able to have conversations and be able to say whatever the fuck we want, whenever the fuck we want, however the fuck we want. There's no such thing as hate speech. Free speech encompasses hate speech. There is no hate speech. There's only speech you don't like, and there's better speech. If you don't like the way
yeah.
I'm speaking,
Tough shit.
find something better to say, and then bring it to me, and then we could talk about it. But there's no such thing as hate speech. And liberal white women, you're not the saviors of the world, and you should take your fair share of being shit on with the straight white men.
Damn. Yeah. And with that, this
But
is
thank you for watching and listening to our tens of followers, and we're hoping to build that. But it's kind of hard to build things when you're telling the truth all the time. So maybe you guys will catch on. We appreciate the support we're getting now, and please like, subscribe, comment. If you want to come on, let us know. We'll have you on. It'll be a fun time bringing someone else on. So
hell yeah. And and then here's something else that you can take away from this in regards to the hate speech and so on and so forth. There was a saying and by the late Martin Luther King, love each other by the content of your character and stop judging people by the color of their skin.
preach,
Bam.
church,
And
nigga.
yeah. Yeah. And sorry Dustin didn't make it to this episode. You suck ball six, brother. Yeah.
Big fat ball sex. All right. Thanks for
Yeah.
listening.
Happy Father's Day, peoples.
Happy Father's Day.